Good morning. The President has spoken about the need to widen the state capture inquiry to include all entities that do business with the government in order to get a holistic understanding of the real estate capture. Would you consider such a probe?
I must say that the current state of capture report, we know that is the subject of court. In fact, it's in court now for judicial review. Therefore, it will depend on the outcome of the court, but then we wouldn't broaden it because remember the original complaint was only dealing with that. There is a complaint which we've received to look into the broader state capture, not only by the family which has been mentioned, the Gupta family, but then other state capture or companies, big companies which have captured the state according to them. So we are still analyzing that. So on this one, it's only the fact that it will only concentrate on the current complaint which we've received.
Have you received legal advice on the matter of opposing the President's review application, challenging the recommendations of the state capture report?
Yes, I've received the legal advice, and we will be meeting with the attorneys on the 20th, and then we will be deliberating on the legal advice. Remember, it won't be specific, but at least it has given a lot of information which one can utilize and apply her mind to either oppose or not to oppose.
Why do you think the DA is trying to cast you as a spy or a stooge? Do you think it is a pressure tactic to prevent you from taking a pro-government position?
I can't answer that. I don't know why. Possibly they are the best to answer on that. And I must say that I'm there for the people, to protect the public. I'm not a pro-government person, but then I'll make sure that anything which the public needs to be protected on, I will be protecting them anyway, because I only have jurisdiction over a state institution. Therefore, that's my role, to be there for the public and make sure that their rights are not being violated, especially on issues of maladministration, abuse of power, abuse of state resources.
Are you probing a case of corruption in the DA-run municipality in Knysna? Activist Mike Hampton has written a letter to your office that has 9 complaints of corruption. He says that nobody wants to investigate corruption involving the DA. Are you willing to probe corruption cases against the DA administration, or will the spy allegations deter you?
The spy allegation, as I said, I'm not bothered about that. I'm just focused on my goal of protecting the public. So if there's a complaint which has been lodged by the complainant about the DA government in Western Cape, surely they've lodged it at our Western Cape office, and we will definitely investigate. And I think I encourage all South Africans to lodge complaints with our office. We are an office of last resort. I need to indicate that. Make sure that you approach the said state institution or government to resolve the matter, but if they are not cooperating, then escalate it to the public protector. We will definitely investigate, and we will rely on you as a complainant to give us as much as possible information to make sure that we investigate.
And lastly, what did you think of the State of the Nation address?
The State of the Nation address was very promising because it addresses the issue of socio-economic transformation, and I like the fact that it will be radical this time. I hope there would be implementation, though the radical nature, some issues is not that radical because we're still speaking about 30% outsourcing to SMMEs, which is still not yet sufficient to build the economy of the country, but is promising as long as we can have implementation. And I think this breakfast showed today there were some concerns about SMMEs on issues of maladministration and corruption when they want to access government tenders, where I spoke to one of them and said, please use our office. We are there to serve the public. We are there to make sure that no one is abusing their power, no one is abusing state resources unnecessarily. Yeah.
Thank you very much.